He was horrified to discover that this hotel seemed to shrink a little more with each passing night. To test his suspicion, he tied a rope tightly between two walls. By the next morning, the rope had gone slack. The rope itself hadn't changed length, meaning the walls were slowly closing in. He rushed to share this dreadful news with the kitchen staff, but the situation was even worse. The hotel had no exit. The chefs and guests had lived here for more than a decade without ever stepping outside. If the shrinking continued, it would eventually crush them all to death. And yet, strangely, no one but him seemed the least bit concerned about this life or death matter. In fact, the chefs banded together and threw him out of the kitchen. Kate had once been a traveling magician. He was scheduled to perform at a cafe in this small town the next day. Looking for a place to stay, he checked into this very hotel. The front desk was run by an old woman with only one eye. Kate booked a single room and went to bed early, saving his energy for the performance. But the next morning, when he tried to leave with his two heavy suitcases, he realized he couldn't find the exit anywhere. The stairway he had used the night before was gone, now replaced by a solid wall, worn and aged as if it had been there for years. As he stood in shock, the old pipes above began rattling, clanging with the sound of metal against metal. Then the walls themselves started trembling. Kate pressed his ear against the surface and heard it. A deep, steady thumping, like the beat of a giant heart. The corridor lights flickered. Suddenly, small doors opened at the base of the walls. Out marched a full band, playing music as they advanced toward Kate. Completely baffled by these bizarre events, he decided it was safer to step aside. Carrying his luggage, he backed away, giving the band room to pass. But just around the corner, he bumped straight into a waiter carrying food. Without a word, the waiter shoved the tray into Kate's hands. And just like that, Kate found himself drafted into the hotel's kitchen staff. He was pulled along by a chubby young woman, apparently the team leader, and dragged into the kitchen. The scene inside was chaotic. Chefs worked furiously at their stations, but what caught Kate's attention most were the ingredients. Every dish, without exception, was made from eggs. Chicken eggs, duck eggs, goose eggs, quail eggs, all kinds of eggs. They poured endlessly from a conveyor belt into the kitchen. As Kate stood frozen, unsure of what to do, the chubby girl forced an apron onto him and shoved him into the work line. Though Kate was reluctant and confused, his sudden inclusion sparked jealousy among the other kitchen staff.